is a morph.
Not at all.
And how do you take these objectives early on? Maybe with a rotation like this one.
Let's see if they can burst him down. They've got the Maledict, and with the Swashbuckle should easily be enough damage to take down no one. Bringing in the supports. FNG may go down for it. In fact, no one. Oh, he'll take that. 1 versus 3. He claims the first blood. He does die, but he takes the lion's share of the gold there. As you can see, 325 for that first blood going the way of no one. So, yeah, a successful gag, not really for GAMBIT.
Yeah.
They get a kill, but they give up first blood. Sure, the numbers are even, but as we say, with these drafts, with the course that VP have, they're going to be pretty happy. If they can do this the second time, this would be pretty nice. They're going to have TP backup coming in, but is there really any sort of help that can be there for no one? There is not. He will fall, and now FN, he can roll over and look for a second kill as he's straight over to Zayas, picks that up as well. GAMBIT this time, it's clean. 2 kills, no casualties on their half. FN, he's the man you've got to watch. He's the one that's going to be setting the tempo for GAMBIT and starting to amp it up and make sure that VP's playing on the back foot.
And it's so good that they get 2 kills successively on that Razor, because you talked about that earlier. It is that Razor.
Still very much the morph that's going to require an additional rotation if they want to try and knock Kuman off his game early. It's going to need to sort of see FN head over. FN
instantly.
Exactly. He notices no one's coming in with a haste rune and knows that there's no chance of escaping that. So back to base he goes.
You talked about this bottom lane. I don't think they have any chances of killing Morph.
No.
Unless they have some really big rotations happening here. Perhaps another additional core or some level 6. Oh, no one, however.
He's coming in with the wraparound. Shashlo's getting a little bit low. There's straight up the nuke from Kuman. Dives under the tower, gets the kill.
You could see no one. As soon as he forces that TP from FN, he just continues going bottom.
Yeah,
wraps around them, gets a good kill.
Yeah, very smart. Because he knows that mid's TP back to base, there's no way that FN can come in and react to my sort of moves. So rather than sort of going for what a lot of mid laners would have done, I feel like, you know, you force the enemy mid out the lane, you're like, okay, I'm just going to farm mid now, it's safe. No one knows his presence elsewhere on the map is going to be much more impactful for his team.
And it's so impactful as well as they get down.
And allow Kuman to reach maximum potential.
They're just playing around the shrines right now. Rezo might have overdone it here, but he has stampede.
Yeah, and he's also got backup by his side. Kuman's actually shifted over to this half of the map. I mean, he knows, you know, he can farm aggressively in the face of the Lifestealer. This is not a lane that threatens him at all. Dream, he's straight out of there. Actually, TP's out of this area, straight down to bottom. Knows that contesting a morph in lane is not something he wants to be doing this early on. Top, they will try and make a move on to Kuman. FN leads him with a swashbuckle. The bounces are out a couple of times, but he's already shifting into strength. He's got the waveform. Rolling Thunder's coming out. They do have the additional control. Is it going to be anywhere near close enough to kill him, though? The Maledict will continue to tick him down low. There's a little bit of backup here. Kuman pops the stick. He will get killed off. A very tough kill for GAMBIT to pull off, but they do it. They knock Kuman out of the game.
And Chance is one of the fastest heroes in the game. If that spear didn't connect, Solo would have definitely gotten him. But yeah, they get the big kill. They kill off Kuman. I was just praising how he's super difficult to kill at the moment, but they find all the Rezo out of the lane. And also, once you get that Maelstrom, you will farm well.
Here we have a good bit of setup. Shashlo straight in with the spear. They're looking to burst Resolution down low. Pop the stick charges. Dream's in trouble. Jumps into the creep. Infests up. He tries to heal up, but he's in trouble as Zayas drops down the Doom. They kill off the Nakes, and now they look for more. Shashlo and FNG, can they turn this? There's the Maledict, the Death Ward down. FNG is going to be able to make Zayas pop by the looks of it. Now the rotation in as well from Vampire with the stolen plasma field, nuking them down. Finally, the kill on Zayas. He does tick out to the Maledict. FN's now had time to turn up, and he's going to go straight for no one. Over he goes with the Rolling Thunder. Another bounce back. They're surrounding him. Shashlo's looking to line up the spear. Straight into the cliff he goes. Jump forward with the shield crash. They'll burst down no one. They'll take another. It's the 3 for 3 at the moment in this engagement. Is there going to be any more? Solo, can he get Vampire in time? He can. Solo with the cleanup. The triple kill Ench support. He gets the job done and makes sure that VP do come out slightly on top of that.
So he's a kind of a position 5 that really likes to be playing on these heroes that have the capability of scaling and becoming a core, you know?
Yeah.
Even though he's 5, he just got 1,000 gold. He instantly spends it.
Look at the XP. He's pretty much level 9. And the other cores like Dream on his Lifestealer, Resolution. Well, maybe, you know, if we see some sort of 80-minute game, you know, Roshan being killed 6 times, Aghanims being dropped, then maybe. Maybe one day we will see the Ench Aghanims in a pro game. But no, definitely one of those Aghs that you sort of forget exists, as it's just never ever built. Top lane Shashlo's laying down the arena. Resolution and Zayas will quickly just turn. Zayas does have the Doom available if he wants to drop it down for this one, as they'll surround him. In fact, Zayas, he's got more in his mind. He's actually running down FNG as well, knowing that he can leave Shashlo to be killed off by Rezo and Solo. Now FN turns up, but there's the Doom straight down. He needs help, and he's going to get it, because the lift up there as well as the Death Lord. FNG, again, finding these opportunities to line up the ult and kill off the heroes and make sure the space is there for FN to back off safely, and the Doom will not result on a kill on the mid.
If you're watching that whole engagement from some, I don't know, maybe and that word again.
Yeah, interesting here to see the vision here from both teams. You saw sort of from Radiant's perspective from VP, they do see people showing in their jungle and top and mid and bottom, whereas for GAMBIT, they only see a hero showing up top at the moment. They didn't see any of the activity mid or bottom, but still though, they were able to move in. They are able to predict whereabouts they're hanging around VP, and they'll go straight for Solo. Solo did get the heal off, so we'll be able to counteract some of the damage from Maledict, and in fact, he will be fine. Now it looks like GAMBIT are deciding they've got to get out of it. VP's been given time to TP in, backups inbound, unless they can find a good arena opportunity.
They have some good words.
He wants to drop the ult here, see who he can catch out. He's heading straight for no one. Will manage to catch him, but no, the dodge is there. The Yule Scepter is complete, so no one, he can break that combo, avoid it. A stolen Doom is thrown down by Vampire onto no one, but no one is tanky enough that he can wait it out, back off. And in fact, he's already starting to move back in as he knows that his team, they can continue to fight through this. There's no arena now, as he's just walking straight forward. You can tell that this man was doomed, as he's showing no fear whatsoever, as no one just charges over straight towards FNG. FNG does get the cast out and another spear. The setup's there into Shashlo lockdown, and no one will fall. He went too far, but now there's the extra core backup. Kuman zips across with a waveform, and VP will clean up too for the loss of their mid.
You could really think that they charged in as that arena was used, that word was used as well, Maledict, and they thought, all right, we have Stampede, we can go in and out easily. But you have to respect the nuke potential on the side of GAMBIT. FN on that Pango is just killing them easily. So even though you're a Razor, you're tanky, you can't really rush in the way he did.
Now, we're still yet to really see the full potential of FN's damage output of the Swashbuckle, because he didn't go the Javelin, he's going for that straight Diffusal Blade rush, and he's pretty much got it. 200 gold away, Diffusal's going to be out. You said it, you know, already just with the Rolling Thunder capabilities, FN's been doing a lot in the fights. You add a Swashbuckle with the Diffusal effect, it hurts super badly. Anytime that FNG gets a Maledict down, FN's able to clip someone with a Swashbuckle, that's going to be the majority of your health pool gone over the duration of the fight, unless Solo's able to get in and offer those heals to sort of offset that damage that's been done. Mid lane, Kuman getting aggressive, zips over, looks towards excess Vampire. Vampire's got the movement speed though, he's into the fog, into the trees, he'll be fine.
However,
no one does find FNG on the side of things. He's got a cast to throw out. It'll buy space for Kuman to just zip past, though, and get immediately into the face of the Witch Doctors. Kuman, he's getting involved, and he's pushing in on this tier 2, 17 minutes in. This Morphling is not afraid to fight. He's 3-1-2, very active this match.
You don't need wards when Solo is so tanky on this Enchantress. You invested that control, especially versus the Morphling, and they're gonna need it.
Around mid, GAMBIT getting deep. No one in Rezo. Behind by the tap. In fact, Rezo's going to jump in and look to start things off. They'll turn towards him, drop down the arena. Shashlo's scared, though. Zayas is coming in with the wraparound. He does have the Doom available if he wants to drop it, but if FNG again just lays down the Maledict, the Death Lord, it kills Zayas off before he gets the chance to throw down the ultimate. Now FN's turn up, goes in with the Swashbuckle. Kuman's trying to get in there along with Resolution, gets the two-man stun into the double edge. Dream turns towards Rezo. Vampire will fall. Kuman has been disarmed for now by Dream's halberd. Solo finally gets clipped out of the game by the Swashbuckle. Dream staying on the target onto Rezo. Rezo's trying to run away. Dream, he needs a few more hits to really push him off the edge. Meanwhile, Kuman's just killing off the squishy heroes on the backline. Dream will finally be able to kill off that Centaur.
That's
a 2 for 2, yeah. And it's great moves and great kills for Dream. Being able to get in, kill off that Centaur. Not the easiest of kills, but it really is every single fight.
Vision on them. Centaur jumps in, he's on top of two heroes, but he doesn't pop that stomp instantly. Razor goes in, links Nyx, but Nyx just runs away because of the arena. So they already wasted two heroes. Centaur can't really accomplish much there. At the same time, Zayas is coming from the opposite direction, but he doesn't commit with that Doom onto the Witch Doctor. Because of that, he eats the cast, eats the Maledict, and he just dies before that Doom is ever utilized.
I mean, I think you've got to... You're right. You know, this game, the Witch Doctor's doing so much, he would not feel bad dropping a Doom down on him. Shashlo gets nuked immediately. Tries to step near the pit. VP head out, kill him off. Roshan is down to half HP, so VP are going to want to stick around and make sure they finish this off. And without Shashlo, it's hard for Gambit to do anything about it, and they know they can't. They're going to back away, allow VP the space to finish this. So now VP's lineup, they've got an Aegis on that Morphling, and a Morphling that's incredibly close to having E-Blade done on top of the Manta style.
Once he gets that E-Blade, they switch Doctor and Rubik, they're in a world of problems, and they won't around the pit. You have Mars, you have Pango. Pango is arguably the best hero around the Rosh pit, and you just gave away that Rosh without even putting up a fight.
Rezo. He's looking a bit of a solo kill here. They're popping the Stampede to get that extra bit of damage, but it's not enough. Kuman can't quite close the gap to help out for the kill. Down bottom, Zayats, he's been found alone as the three of Gambit move in. FNG, another Death Ward down. I sort of lost count of the times that FNG's been killing people with this Death Ward. It seems like he's really got it out for Zayats. There's been sort of like the third or fourth time where Death Ward's just been dropped down on the Doom and knocked Zayats out of the game. As you see here on the KDA, 6-5 and 4. You know, FNG, he's hungry for blood this game.
Man,
you know?
he has resurrected Pango versus Razor and Mars in that lane. They got the. I think maybe they played the lanes the best that they could.
In the river, quick pick here for VP. They were smoked up. Maybe we would have hoped for something bigger. They'll settle for excess Vampire showing in the river. See what the rest of Gambit want to do. They are still in the neighborhood, and they could still potentially try and fight it. Kuman, he is now going to start moving over to this top half of the map as he TPs over, pots the Manta, pushes out the lane. No one pots its BKB. The arena's been dropped, but with the BKB, of course, no one can simply step out of there. He'll start to force back Shashlo. FNG's going to try and go for the TP, escape, and he'll make it away from the two of them. FNG will live. Shashlo also goes for the TP out, and he'll also make it away. A great disengage from Gambit keeps their heroes safe.
Yeah, sometimes they're too eager to use the Stampede, sometimes they just don't want to use it. If Rezo uses that...
would have allowed Zayats to close the gap, but choosing to save it, maybe for more defensive maneuvers, they feel strong, they know that they'd rather just save Stampede for situations when their heroes are in trouble. As Kuman, starting to show off the power that he's built up on this Morph this game, just bursts out Shashlo straight from the game. It didn't matter that they didn't kill him top, because they're killing him very easily in the mid. Now, that's happening to the Mars, a pretty beefy hero. You got to be worried if you're Gambit. If anyone steps a foot out of position, Kuman will nuke you out of the game with the C-Blade.
Yeah, it just feels bad if you're Mars, because you really want to be indestructible. You want to be that hero that's up front and just tanking, right? But you can't do that versus Kuman.
Up to the high ground they go. VP know they have this edge. It's got to the point where the Morph is very strong. No one's going to be dragged into the base. Pops the BKB. It's back and available. FNG drops the Death Ward, trying to kill off no one. Will bring him quite low, but they're just rolling over them. This Morph, he's got to this point. It's the point we were worried about. We said in the draft, this Morph Razor was always going to hit this timing. I mean, this, to be fair, is a little earlier than I thought it was. We're only 26 minutes in, and Kuman is just playing so perfectly aggressive. 8-1-3. I feel like VP with this lineup, they could have sort of just sat back, waited for extra items. They didn't need to do this, but they are just playing it.
Up onto the high ground, let's try to kill him there, but no. You just lifted the Razor with BKB and Stampede behind him, and you just died.
No FNG. He's able to force up to the high ground. He will live this time. Zayats, he's managed to find the Doom opportunity onto FN, so he's forcing FN entirely away from the rest of the team. Shashlo does drop down the arena in an attempt to try and escape, but the Link and Yule's combos there for no one to start building up the damage. Shashlo trying to walk off. He goes into the Mars form, Kuman, to try and spear him to a tree. It doesn't connect, but it doesn't matter. He's got the nuke damage again. VP, they are just killing whoever they want right now. 3 dead on Gambit, and it's very hard to see how Gambit's lineup can slow this down now.
Aegis is out. They have 2 buybacks, and I believe XS Vampire, he has Doom. He stole it. So maybe with this play on Kuman, if he isn't shifting...
Gotta find Kuman. Tries for instant Yules there. It's the 2-man Who's Dream got caught in this as well. He will turn and start to lifesteal off Resolution, but the Force and the Stampede gets Rezo back out to safety. Zayats has been caught in the base, but Solo no one. They're coming in to help out. Zayats has got the Scorched Earth movement speed to get out of there. Shashlo will fall. They'll head over to Dream. The lifesteal is dead. There's 4 gone on Gambit. VP, they'll take the mid-rack, and it is. It's over. They know it. They cannot play their draft from this point onwards. VP, they'll take this game on win. 28 minutes in. Gambit, they just couldn't slow it down in time.
You know what? We said that there's a lot of drama between these 2 teams. There's a lot of spice, and that Gambit might put up a fight. But they played like 5 players that knew their draft sucked, or at least they felt like they were at a disadvantage.